Okay, so this part of the design was the pin itself, and in this first part I just had to go back over the seat post to get some measurements for it. And there are still a few things I'm working out with this. Like I'll give it a bit of a rundown at the end, but so far the pin, the idea of the pin at least, is that it's like spring-loaded. So it's like a bolt with a larger bolt over top of it and two metal pieces coming off the sides to hold the seat post in place. And what can happen is the larger bolt on top of it with the metal pieces can be pulled back, allowing the seat post to raise or drop. I was having a little bit of trouble using the coil feature because I've never really used it before. I haven't really had a need to, but I'm very glad with how it turned out because it gave the look that I was going for, and I really liked it. I did have to resort to Google a couple of times though just to get it figured out, but I think I got it now, so for future reference should be able to do it pretty easy. The biggest things that's going to need to happen to make this work, even though it's a pretty small aspect of it, you can see right here I'm cutting out a square through the bolt, and I'm not actually cutting it through the bolt, but I am cutting the outer bolt itself, because in essence that's just what it's going to be. I'm just gonna try and see if I can drill through the outer bolt and maybe use some JV weld to get the side metal wings on, I guess, whatever you want to call them. But this is probably going to be the most important part. Because of that opening, the entire larger section of the bolt with the wings is going to be able to slide back and forth, hopefully without a large amount of friction. Now, eventually, at least more near the end of the video, I did realize that there would have to be a much bigger opening for it to slide on, so the wings could get pulled back far enough where they weren't in the way of the seat post itself. Also, the pieces that are being put on right now are the, I guess you could call them the finger pieces. The way that these are going to work is that well, they're just sort of carved out for the fingers, and like the wings, they're going to be secured to the side of the bolt, except only the bolt. So that way they can be slidden out. Slid, is that a word? I think that's a word. I don't know. Okay. They can be pulled out, and the entire bolt assembly will move separately from the pin itself. Okay, so that is the pin, and just to go over it one last time, the idea of it is it's one smaller bolt with a larger bolt with a hole drilled through it and extensions glued to the outside. So the larger bolt has a lot of things that have happened to it, such as the wings on the inside that will be securing to the inside of the C-post itself, or the notches in the C-post itself. And then the finger pieces would be going on the outside of the bike frame, which can be pulled back, and they're spring loaded, so you don't have to worry about the bigger bolts not fitting back into place. And the bigger bolt itself is just one loose assembly, so it can be pulled back totally separate from the rest of the bolt. Now the smaller one is threaded, because the idea with that one is that there will be a hole drilled through the entire C-post, well, the C-post and the C-post part of the bike frame, and this pin will stick through that hole, and there will be a nut on the other side holding it in place. So that's the idea so far. Now just gotta make it.